Aloha kako, what is up everyone? Welcome to my channel. My name is Hoku, or welcome back if you've already subscribed. Mahalo for even being here, taking time out of your day or evening to come and join me for another Mindful Mirror Talk, which is just a bit of time that I get to designate in order to connect with self and spirit and allow truth to really come through. So mahalo again for being here. I wanted to start off by just saying that I've really been feeling currents, swift currents. I've been feeling like an undertow or an undercurrent that's really has some of us feeling like the rug is being swept from under our feet, or like we're being swept out to sea or swept further away from our goals or something. There's definitely a swiftness that's coming through that I'm feeling like some of us are struggling against. So I just wanted to go ahead and kind of jump right into staying on the open end of what is meant to be heard. So let's just jump right in. Oh, spirit's ready. We have renew. Nature continuously renews itself year after year, and with this swift current energy that I'm feeling, it's definitely a survival mode I'm hearing, but just more so in the sense that we're going to make it through. We're not going to drown. We're not going to succumb to that overwhelming sense of losing control of our reality, of our finances, of our love lives and partnerships. I'm feeling like there is a significant center part of your life right now, a pivotal or focal part of your life that you're putting or prioritizing a great value to, and you're feeling like it's falling apart, it's unraveling in a sense. I'm seeing like a rug unraveling, like it is time to take a deep breath and allow those storm waters and wash-offs and strong flood waters to, in a sense, do the damage, which is just awakening, alerting you to the murkiness, the excess toxins, whether it be like toxic mindsets or whatnot, or habits. It's alerting you to those so that you can allow it to be swept away. And once the floodwaters recede, it's time for this space, to create this space of renewal. Idle hours. Take some time out to lie on the emerald grass. So the last video I was talking about just really wanting to curl up with a book and just delve into that cozy space of going off into another world of fantasy without having to really focus on the shit in current timing, present moments that might be a little overwhelming to deal with or whatnot. And I was taking that time. This is just a reminder to give yourself the space that you need to heal. If you don't, you're going to be feeling overwhelmed. You're going to be feeling like you're being pulled or forced into directions as this quick and swift undercurrent of energy comes into your life. This swift energy of change, of transition, which is what I've been talking about. Okay, so we got a reminder, even through these rushing, raging waters, we have to remain resilient. Stay as strong as evergreen trees throughout the whole year. Store that life force energy within you and conserve it as you weather the storm, as you really process these rushes of anxiety. I mean, it feels like you're getting heavier with the energy, but it's like your body, your spirit is getting filled with the downloads and the knowledge and the wisdom that's coming through from these times. Yeah. Oh, I didn't. Something told me flip these cards over. I thought I had flipped them, but I honestly didn't. But we have, wow, first card, humility. Humility. Flowers are unaware of each other's beauty. They bloom regardless. With this one, I'm feeling like a lot of us are hiding. A lot of us are going through this rushing water. We're unraveling. We're getting the rug swept out from under our feet, but we're trying to keep face. We're trying to keep our head above water and appear like we're doing okay. Appear like we're still popping and like we're still up here. But it's okay to humble yourselves. Fall on your knees if you got to. Let that rushing water, yeah, maybe it's going to sweep you away for a little bit, but surrender to the lesson Surrender to the life-changing dynamics that these storm waters are bringing. That is what helps establish more of our spiritual growth. The tallest oak tree once started as a seedling. Don't be afraid to start something new. I'm feeling like a lot of us are really in a time of uncertainty. We're trying to keep face, we're trying to wear that mask, we're trying to appear okay, but we're not really sure. We're doubting ourselves in a sense too. We're doubting our growth. We're doubting that from this moment where we feel overwhelmed and we feel like this world is so extensively magnificent, yet terrifying. We don't feel like we can reach our highest heights and our highest potential, but we can. And that is why we must remember to always remain resilient. Resilient in order to renew. And the last card we had gotten was friends. The most unlikely friendships can form like variegated lichens on hard rock. They create a tight bond. So be open. I'm feeling be open-hearted to the connections that you may make. I'm feeling like this is very like relationship connection based energy. This is how we are dealing not only with ourselves but with the bonds in our daily lives. There's definitely an important message where you might be getting sustenance, nourishment, renewal, relief from people that previously you may never have thought would be able to gift you that type of energy, or you to them. It's just very important to have gratitude for the quality of friendships you establish. Music. There is a melody to be heard in the deepest parts of the woods if only we listen. What is the frequency you're on? What is the frequency your friends are on? Your tribe is on? What frequency do you resonate on? Because that is essentially what creates the renewal, the refreshing, harmonious balance that we seek. I'm going to go ahead and draw from the creativity deck to get a little bit more clarity. I'm feeling like we're really being swept into December. Like we just kind of fell from November's portal energies and we're falling right into December, like with swift movements, quick movements. There's a lot happening and a lot happening fast, and it's overwhelming us. Collaboration, overwhelm. I just said overwhelming us, but I'm going to go with collaboration first. Okay, so collaboration came on top and then overwhelm. So before we can begin to collaborate, to extend ourselves to others in connection, in co-creativity, we must look at the things that are overwhelming us and hence hindering us from forward movement and forward accomplishments. Overwhelm. The hard work we love can leave us feeling burdened, drained, and burnt out, among other problems. Card number 11. In this case, you have to remember you can't do everything alone, that we are never alone. We are constantly co-creating with universe, spirits, ancestors, divines, each other, our tribes. So open up that heart space to receiving in order to be stronger together in collaborative partnership. It's okay to lift, to support. Yeah, it looks like their arms are kind of holding and supporting each other, holding each other up as they go through these transitions, which is represented by the butterfly or moth. And look, we have new start on this side of the deck. What's going on today for the collective? Secrets. Seeing that high perspective energy. Really in the clouds, over the moon, with the information, the downloads, the positive growth that's coming in. I'm feeling like we have the higher perspective of eagle eyes connected to the stars. You see the stars on the side? We are really in this divine space, higher heights. But we have to remember to keep some of this information to ourselves, or that'll be taking a risk. Revealing our secrets is putting us at risk. I'm going to draw from this Lantern Oracle because I feel like it's really a great illustrative representation of what Spirit needs to tell me. Mahalo. We're going through a lot of emotional energy again. We're still riding that wave. We are still very much overwhelmed by the space that we occupy right now, the space that we're in emotionally, spiritually, physically, like not happy. I feel like we're trying to pull ourselves up. We're trying to allow our seeds to grow. But we have to remember that emotions are messengers to be met with appropriate attention, action, and gratitude. The things that we're feeling right now, the heaviness that we're feeling, experiencing, those are just for us to be able to see what needs to be illuminated within us, what shadowy corners within our inner selves, within our home of self, needs to be looked at and then hence cleared, so that our aura is bright and luminous and attracts your tribe. We have misalignment, so we're definitely going through an imbalance. Miracles become normal once we face all of the aspects of our life in the same direction. Really, like I said, shining the light in those dark corners, really letting the water, the swift movement, the rug getting swept out from under us, to really knock us on our ass so we can stop for a moment and realize that we need to change certain aspects about ourselves that's hindering our journey from moving forward out of this dark space, out of this loneliness, out of this depression, out of this overwhelming sense of non-accomplishment, self-doubt, you know. There is strength of vulnerability. True power lies at the root of a perceived weakness. So even when you're in this space, even when you feel at your weakest, even when you feel most overwhelmed, right? We have to remember to remain humble, to lie down within our humility. Because even in these moments where we feel fallen, we feel like washed ashore, we feel alone, we feel burdened, you know, even in those moments of weakness and vulnerability, there is power that lies within it, which creates the metamorphosis. Power and strength lie within our surrender to change, within our surrender, within our understanding that the emotional energy may have us down and out, lying around looking like a wrung out rag, you know? But that we have to be vulnerable and humble to the weakness, to the emotion, in order to experience the metamorphosis, the change, the transition that is to come. I'm going to go ahead and pull one more card, whereas many fall out. Inner integration. There is peace, equilibrium, and fulfillment in integrating the inner wild with the taming and tempering effect life has on us. There is peace, equilibrium, and fulfillment. Realigning the misalignment, right? Really being filled in our heart space to integrate all the parts of us, all the aspects of us that come together as one. The balance that comes together between the wild and the tame within, you know, as above, so below type energy. Whew, I'm gonna pose a question. What are the people that need to hear in this moment? Stop overwhelming yourself with the burden of carrying everything on your shoulders. Yeah. Allow that realignment, that balance. Regain it. Message for the people in the present moment, flowing into truth. It's flying off the table. 3 of Wands. Three of Wands. Really believe in yourself. Really trust in the process that is creating that star energy above you, that crown energy of light, of success, of recognition. Really be in your element of receiving and trusting that all that is meant shall be. And it shall be good. But we are going through a very rough season. Rough transition into the winter. Swords. Four of Swords in reverse. You're out of balance right now. Okay, we've established that. There's a lot of misalignment. So really pushing the message. What do we do about that, Spirit? What are we going to do about this misalignment? Damn. So we got 10 of Swords. Also in reverse. All of these were reversed. So we really struggling here. So this was in reverse. So maybe we're getting over the stages where we're misaligned, but we're getting to a point where although we were overwhelmed, we were in a sense overburdened, we are reaching an end to our exhaustion and our overwhelming consumption of our current energy, our losses, our struggles right now. But with the reversal, we have to remember to take accountability for what has gotten us here, what has been the root of the storm. We have to take accountability for the things that we are not allowing to fall into place, to be heard, the truth that we're not allowing in, that we're closing ourselves off to. Oh, I was looking for the other cards and I didn't realize I put them over here. So yeah, we have 2 more cards. Empress and the Sun. Mahalo, mahalo. This is definitely a storm that we are getting our brownie points for, our scout points, because we're really weathering this as a troop, as a collective. We're really going through some low points. We're really going through some low points of imbalance that I'm feeling. But Spirit's telling us, no worries, I got you. Keep your chin up. You are going through this metamorphosis, butterfly. Spread your wings and prepare to fly, for you have become a butterfly. Oh, fly abundantly into the sun. Into the sun energy. Hallelujah. What are the other cards that I got? Metamorphosis energy into the monarch. Spirit of Wands, the Star. Girl, hold on. Hold on. Oh, think twice. It's just another day for you and me in paradise. Oh, think twice. It's just another day for you and me in paradise. Damn, yes. Mahalo for closing that out. I mean, Spirit was like, okay, we done. Let me just remind you who the fuck you are, because through the shifts, through the changes, through the storm, through these currents that are knocking you on your ass right now, that are making you do damage control, that are making you feel like you're trying to hold on to something before you get swept too far away, there is a light. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, I was feeling a little Lana Del Rey, a little kiss me hard before you go, summertime sadness. I just want you to know that baby, you're the best. We are the sun, the moon, and the stars. We are everything divine, and we are divinely guided. So don't you worry. This is a dark chapter. This is definitely an overwhelming chapter. This is a chapter that's risky to go through. There's a lot of secrets to be held. There's things that are being exposed that you need to just breathe through. Keep to yourself. But this is definitely about the growth that comes from the rain. And then the need to balance once again, to form that inner integration, that inner harmony of selves. Whew. Alrighty, so I'm going to leave it at that because I actually have to go. If you couldn't hear already, my alarm is going off in the background. So I mahalo you guys again for being here, taking time to join me again, and I will see you in my next video. I trust that today will be full of light, because we need it in these heavy times. Generosity, prosperity, abundance, financially, psychologically, spiritually, physically. It is yours. It is coming. Blue skies to come. So stay tuned to self and to spirit, and I'll see you in my next video. Love, light, and always aloha.